This is Highbridge Caravans Devon branch, and on this rather inclement late June day we are doing a quick video on this absolutely beautiful 2020 Chausson Titanium 720. So Chausson are a very large French manufacturer. I think they're France's biggest motorhome maker. They're certainly one of part of the wider French Trigano group, who own other companies such as Autotrail, Order Sleeper in the UK, Adria, Benamar, Roller Team, all sorts of other ones. So Europe's biggest motorhome manufacturing group. Chausson are the biggest selling French brand in the UK, and you get in very modern, innovative vans, very well built for year-round use, thickly insulated, onboard freshwater tanks. These are set up for skiing in their parent country. Titanium range was initially a special edition range, but then they broadened it to become their main selling range in the UK. They're all based on the Ford Transit, front-wheel drive. They're all 2 litre, 170 horsepower with a range-topping engine, and they're all automatic. So you've got a silky smooth, powerful engine with a silky smooth gearbox for an absolutely amazingly good drive. All got white cabs, but the coloured side, good-looking van, low profile. 720 is a layout that's nearly unique, pretty much in the industry. So you've got a twin sofa front lounge with seat belts, a very large drop-down front bed, and then rear bunks, one of which drops down or can move up out of the way as well over a garage. So really cool. This particular one is a van that we sold new. It's only done 4,000 and a bit miles, and it's in fantastic condition. And yeah, she's a real good egg in fairness to it. So let's have a little walk around it. So we'll go around the other side first. So Ford Transit, Ford alloy wheels, 2 litre, 170 horsepower. We'll have a little look at the cab spec once we get round to the other side of it, but bodywork's absolutely fine. It's all good. It's just had a major engine service and habitation service, this one. We've got the big wing mirrors for good visibility. It's also got a reversing camera, this one, and a big screen sat-nav system. So equipment wise, we've got the vent there for your Truma water heater. That runs off gas if you're not hooked up, and electric if you do. Double glazed windows all the way around as you'd expect. You've got mains hookup, and I think it's got a solar panel on the roof, this one as well. Don't hold me to that, as I don't actually know. I'm just trying to step back and see if I can see one. I think it's got one, but I don't know why I think it's got one, so hang fire on that one. Underneath of there you can see a little stubby exhaust pipe, and that's for your diesel powered heating system. So you've got gas or mains electric hot water, and then a separate diesel powered blown air heating system from Webasto, which is very powerful. Uses the diesel from your fuel tank, very economical though, and belches out massive amounts of heat. It's really good. This is what I call a service box. So in here we've got your freshwater fill up point and your water tank there. You've got your fuses, your trip switches, all protected behind there for your electrical side of things, all nice and easy to access. Go around to the back of the van, we've got a garage with 2 garage doors. We'll have a look at that from the other side. It's also got 4 bike rack on the back, so you've got options to keep your bikes on the back for more space in the garage, or you'll fit a couple of bikes in the garage itself. Up high you'll see a high level factory fitted reversing camera, and that feeds into the Accent sat-nav Bluetooth DAB stereo system. Coming around, you can see your garage here, so you get at least a couple of bikes in there, maybe some smaller kids' bikes alongside of them as well. You can wind the bottom bunk up and down there, so this is in the up position, but if you wanted a lower bed or more headroom between the bunks, once the bikes aren't in, you can lower it back down again. There's handy tie-down points in here. You've got your awning winder handle. You've got a light in the back there as well there, and this is blown air heated into there as well to stop anything from freezing up if you were going skiing. So it's got the awning up there. It's also got a TV aerial on the roof up there as well, and it does have a solar panel. I remember now, of course, it does have a solar panel, which has currently got a bit of damage on it, so we're going to be replacing that with a brand new one. Wastewater drain point underneath there. Bodywork again, it's very good. I did notice before the lightest little, tiny weeny little bit of, it's like it's still got some plastic film on the rear cluster, so that'll probably just peel off. Is a very light mark there, which I think will just rub off actually. It's probably just dirt, but very light mark if it is one, but it should just rub off. So A little mark on the back there, just some dirt of a tiny little scuff there, and there as well, probably from where a bike's been being loaded onto the bike rack, but overall she's absolutely bang on in fairness to it. A couple of marks in the garage there, just from where stuff's been loaded in and out. Also got handy mains and 12-volt electrical sockets in there, so if you're sat outside hooked up to the mains, you can plug in some devices into there while you're sat outside, which is useful. Fridge vent for your very big 3-way fridge freezer that we'll see inside. LED awning light on the outside. We've got a centrally locked wide habitation door with a fly screen and a bin in it. And we've got a gas locker for 1 gas bottle, so because it's got diesel powered heating, you're not going to be using a lot of gas, so it's just got 1 bottle gas locker storage capacity. If you're using Calagas, the British Calagas bottles, you can fit a 6 in there. You might get a 13 in. It is designed for European 11 kilo gas bottles, so if you were putting a refillable gas system in, such as Gas Low or Gas It, you can get a big 11 in there, because they mirror European gas bottle sizes where they do 11s instead of our bigger British 13s or the more normal 6 kilo Calagas. Apart from that, not a mark on it, in fairness to it, very good. So cab spec wise, we've got electric windows and mirrors, as you'd expect. We've got the marvellous 6-speed fully automatic gearbox. We've got the factory fitted by Chausson optional accent aftermarket stereo system with nav. It's not the quickest sat nav system you'll ever run into, but it will do a job, and that's got Bluetooth DAB, and it's also your reversing camera monitor, which is very nicely integrated into there. We've got air conditioning, we've got cruise control with steering wheel controls and phone controls as well on the steering wheel as well, so that's all good. Around the cab, they didn't have cab blinds in 2020. They've got curtains for going around the cab, which is fine. You're probably going to be wanting to get some insulated screens to put on there anyway. So going into the van, you'll find the most beautiful, light, modern, spacious interior. I love these. These are brilliant sellers. This is what Chausson call their smart lounge. So you've got 2 big, comfortable cloth. Thank God they've started giving us cloth instead of plasticky fake leather like they used to before 2020. And also you've got the 2-tone grey interior, which is really, really nice as well, with little sort of orange accents and scatter cushions. Now these both turn into, manufactured by Agouti, who are a German company, I believe. These flip up, simply turn that lever, flip that up, move some cushions around, and you've got a forward facing seat belted armchair type seat here as well, and they've got Isofix for those with smaller kids. So you've got a nice big table there that cleverly folds away in half. You can, once you turn it out, you can easily have 4 to 6 people sat around dining, and you can spin that around whatever way you want. It will also drop down electrically, so you're not going to be hurting your back. Now the reason why you're going to be dropping that down electrically would be both to make it into a bed underneath, but you probably wouldn't want to do that because you've got your 2 adult sized bunks at the back, and then above this you've got one of the biggest drop down beds in the industry. So drop this down, you've got some buttons just underneath your kitchen here, so you just press the table down button and hum the Thunderbirds theme tune while it drops down. You can leave this table at any height as well, which is kind of nice. I won't drop it down all the way because I'm not going to drop the drop down bed down all the way, but I'll drop it down a bit so you can have a look at it. Then just press another button, drop down bed comes down really, really quickly. And it's a massive bed. It's a king size bed, 5 foot by 6 foot 4, something like that. It's huge, biggest drop down bed in the industry that I'm aware of. Underneath it's slatted for breathability. You've got safety nets for if you are sleeping with it in the halfway down position and making a bed underneath, and you've got nice windows, reading lights at that end, plenty of ventilation. So it's a massive bed. You can leave this semi made up. If you're putting pillows on it, I'd probably take them off, put them over the cab, but yeah, you can leave your sheets and probably your duvet and stuff on there as well. So just wind that back up again. Once it reaches the up position, your lights will come back on again. That's it. So really cool, really nice use of lighting in here as well. So that's the front bed. Big side windows, nice light up splashback behind the kitchen. Proper oven they've started putting in for the British market. It's only the British that want ovens in vans, but they've put one in for us. So you've got 2 gas burners, 1 mains electric, and then a combined oven and grill underneath. Nice deep sink with a glass cover to use as a chopping board. And we've got cutlery drawer, main socket there for your kettle, and more storage there. Opposite that, you've got a slimline Dometic automatic energy selecting fridge freezer, which I can never open because I never put the caps in the right position. There we go. So that's really, really big. That runs off gas if you're not hooked up, electric if you are hooked up, and it runs off the engine when you're driving. As you come in the door, we've got a nice big full-length mirror. Very simple, easy to use control panel with gauges for your fresh and waste water tank and batteries, and then the simple controller for the Webasto diesel powered blown air heating system. Just twist that and that'll belch out lots and lots of heat. So coming in to the back of the van, you've got your bedroom, basically your kids' bedroom. So currently that bottom bunk is up, but you can wind it back down to there, and then you've got a top bunk which comes down electrically above it. Obviously you probably wouldn't want to sleep like that, you'd probably want to drop it down a bit more there, the bottom bunk, or you stop with a high bunk a little bit higher. You've also got some insulating screens, silver screens around the cab. These cushions here and this seat backrest, they're for the front lounge. So that seat backrest you saw there drops into those brackets there and forms a rear facing seat belted seat. So you've got 5/6 berths, because remember this makes up into a bed, so you've got 5/6 berths and you've got 5 seat belts, which is very, very handy if you've got an extra guest coming with you, basically. And if you're making up the downstairs into a bed, that's what those two infill cushions are for. So I'll put that back up again. So these rear bunks are a real good size and they're very comfortable as well. You've got thick mattresses on, light controls there, again bit of breathability there, opening rear window. Step up to get into the bottom bunk, there's a ladder to get into the top bunk. Massive wardrobe, really, really big wardrobe there, so you've got hanging space and all of your clothes, so you've got 2 clothes rails and then plenty of shelves for all your other clothes and things, which will be taken up in there. Excellent separate shower, as you can see there. It's a really, really big separate shower with a very funky water saving shower head. Opening skylight above with a hanging rail for drip drying any wet clothes that you've got. And then the bathroom, toilet room door will come across there and totally separate the front of the van from the back of the van. So another mirror there. Means you can put the kids to bed. You've still got the rest of the van to yourself to sit around and have a glass of wine of an evening, which is a very, very good thing. Toilet there, normal Thetford cassette toilet like they all have. Plenty of storage in the washroom as well. You've got these double sliding high level ones, skylight there, big opening side window, and storage in the cupboard underneath, and a blown air heater vent back there as well. So excellent bathroom, excellent lounge, excellent kitchen, fantastic beds, comfortable, super condition, really good spec. So overall, what a nice van. So it's got the awning, it's got the auto gearbox, it's got the aircon, it's got the bike rack, it's got TV aerial, and it's got the accent sat nav reversing camera, Ujimi flip as well. So yeah, all around a very good thing. Price is $61,995 if you want to order a brand new one of these. We don't actually know the prices. They were 72 the end of 2022 model year, so they might be 74 next year, who knows, and you probably wouldn't see one till February or March if you're lucky at all. Whereas this one is physical, it exists, it's here, and it's our 2020 Chausson Titanium 720 at Highbridge Caravans, Devon branch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.